Hi there, everyone. I'm here with Ellen Mahoney, and she is the founder of Sea Change Mentoring. Many of you will know her as the founder of Sea Change Mentoring, but what you might not know is that Ellen was also a Pollock Scholar for Families in Global Transition at the 2012 conference. So for those of you who don't know the Pollock Scholars receive a scholarship to attend conference and don't have to pay to attend, and also receive a stipend towards their travel costs. So it's aimed at people who wouldn't otherwise be able to come to conference, to help them to get sort of the full conference experience. So tell me, what was it like for you winning a Pollock Scholarship and coming to conference there in 2012?
It was very exciting. First of all, just to have won the scholarship was affirming. But then the process leading up to the conference was a very supportive process. I got to meet Killian Kroll, who at the time was the head of the scholarship committee, but then ultimately became one of our presidents at FIGT. And he kind of walked me through everything. I got to meet the other scholars virtually before the conference. So that was really exciting. And to have won something with David Pollock's name on it was humbling and inspiring. And of course, I had no idea what to expect because I hadn't been to the conference before. And it was great. I got there. The biggest piece of advice that they gave us was to just try and meet as many people as possible. And so I used the opportunity to do just that. And I feel like I met everyone at the conference. And what makes it easy to do that is, one of your roles is you sell raffle tickets to raise more money for the next class of scholars. And that was a nice way to engage in the history and the future of FIGT, but also it allowed me to have an excuse to go and meet every single person I could. So it was a really empowering, exciting time. Yeah, I was really glad I got it.
That's great. Just briefly, can you give us a little bit of an indication for those who don't know who David Pollock is and why that name is special?
Yeah, so David Pollock was I think a sociologist. And he didn't create the term third culture kid. He, along with Ben Rakin, helped to kind of popularize the term and to educate people about the term. And he traveled around the world teaching international communities about what it's like to be a third culture kid and how to support them. And for Sea Change Mentoring, we work with international schools, helping them with transition work, and we also have a mentoring program for kids. So the connection, to be able to think, wow, without David Pollock or Ruth Van Rakin for that matter, I wouldn't have Sea Change. I don't know, it just made the whole scholarship
Yeah.
rich.
So this was early in the stage of your business, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brand new. I mean, I think I had the name Sea Change Mentoring. I don't even know if I had a website. It was really, really new. I was brand new to the international community. I was raised in the international community, but as an adult, I had kind of spent more time domestically. And so personally, I was re-entering the international space. And then professionally, it was just new territory for me. Yeah. So yeah, we were brand new, didn't know anybody, didn't have any connections. The person that first encouraged me to apply for a David Pollock Scholarship was Tina Quick, because I reached out to her. She wrote the book around university transitions. And I was asking her for advice, and true to FIGT community, she was very generous with her time and her support. And she encouraged me to attend FIGT and try and get a scholarship. So, yeah. Great.
And so would you say that attending FIGT at that point was helpful for your business and for your future directions in life?
It was everything. I mean, if I can't imagine starting Sea Change without entering into the FIGT community so early or at all. I mean, it was such an important experience for so many reasons. I mean, to get the scholarship and then to attend FIGT, first of all, I wouldn't have been able to afford it otherwise. So that was just the access was incredibly important. Then as a scholar, being able to meet so many people allowed me to understand what it's like to start a business in this community. It allowed me to do a lot of reflection on my own personal growth and my own third culture identity and how that might play a part into my business. It helped me identify friends that have continued to support me to this day. I think of, just there's so many people. I could list them, but then we'd be on this call forever. That continued to provide social and emotional support for me and for the business. And then I just heard so many stories from parents and educators and third culture kids themselves that informed my practice. Yeah. So definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Huge. Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody who's considering applying for it right now as we speak? And there's only like a few days left before applications close on the 15th, although it is the 15th anywhere in the world. So even if it's past the 15th for you, it might still be the 15th somewhere in the world and you've still got a chance.
That's true. Well, my first piece of advice would be considering it and just do it. The worst thing that could happen is you don't get it. You could apply it the next year. But I definitely apply. Don't think that you have to be perfect or have everything in order, as far as your business or whatever your mission is.
And even if you don't have one, but you just want to connect with the community because you're wanting to learn more. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you want to be part of this community, if you want that support, if you want to learn more, whatever your purpose is, it doesn't have to be perfectly articulated. It's such a welcoming community that we accept everyone wherever they are in that moment. So I would definitely encourage you to do it. And then just understand that it has really shaped so many people before us have won these scholarships, and I'm thinking of who they've become as human beings, or if they were people that started a business, what they did with that, or people that were writers or researchers. They've really blossomed. So just do it. Don't waste any time. Just get it done.
Just do it. That's a great note to end on. Thank you so much, Ellen.
You're welcome. Bye.